Was the knight in shining armor in your movie? Would put your lips on mine and love the aftertaste now.
Alright, hey, what is up, guys? It's Kia here today, and today's not another vlog. I know you guys thought we were gonna have a vlog, but like I said in yesterday's video, I'm going to have a little story time. Basically, me talking to you guys about like one of the many stories of my life so far, because I have plenty of stories that I'm just waiting to tell you guys. So, today's video, I'm gonna call it, it's I don't know, I might just title it story time, but my story is about this teacher I had when I was in third grade. Her name was Miss Reese's. Yeah, it was like Reese's peanut butter cup. But I called her Miss Racist. That was because she did not like me or my group of friends. I don't know why, if I hint at the racist part. But yeah, so let's hop right into this. Alright, so this one in particular day, we were yeah, so this one day I was I think we were starting to learn multiplication or whatever. So like we had a test on it, and our teacher, Miss Racist, she was all like, everybody, clear your desk or whatever. We're about to have this test. You cannot say a word at all. If you say a word, cough, anything, sneeze, fart, whatever you do, if you do that, I'm gonna take your paper. I'm gonna take your paper and you get a 0, big fat 0. So of course, me being that student that was eager to aggravate the teacher, because I just didn't care about the teacher no more. So I saw a pencil on the ground. Like, it's all quiet in my room. It's all quiet in my classroom. Everybody taking the test or whatever. And then I see a pencil on the floor, and I had picked it up and I was like, hey, is this your pencil? I don't know if I was whispering it to, but I know I said that. I was like, hey, is this your pencil, to my friend? Well, I don't know if he was my friend. I don't even remember people back then, but I do have a good couple stories. But yeah, so back to story. So I asked him, it was, I had pencil or pen or whatever. And then of course, Miss Racist out of nowhere, she comes, she's all like, you there. You're not supposed to be. Yeah, she's like, you're not supposed to be talking this and that, and I'm taking your paper and you're getting a 0. I'm calling your mom, all of this. And I'm like, are you serious? You're seriously like calling my mom just because I asked him for a pencil? I kept trying to tell her that it was a pencil. Like, please, I want to finish this test. Like, don't give me a 0 just because I asked somebody if it was his pencil. He probably could use that pencil. Maybe it was his pencil. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling about the pencil. But yeah, so she eventually calls my mom, I guess at work. My mom was home that day. I remember it because my mom was home that day. So she called her and basically told her I was getting a 0 just for talking during a test. So I come home, I remember that day I was walking home with my friends, and there was this kid named Brandon, because I used to, like, where I used to live in this apartment building in Hyattsville, this apartment complex, and basically around the complex was like, houses, how that goes, and I had like a whole lot of Hispanic friends, and they all used to live like behind the complex. And they always used to live almost like near each other, like in a little circle in the neighborhood. And I always used to, walk home with them before I would go home. So this particular day, like, I was already heated just because I got a 0, and because she wouldn't understand me, I got a 0. And this boy Brandon, I was walking with a group of friends or whatever, and then he kept saying something. I don't even know what he said, and I ended up punching him like straight in the face. And like I said, I really wish what I punched him for. Like, I really wish I remember what I punched him for, but I don't. Like, I was a really bad kid. Like, yeah, I was a really bad kid. So yeah, so I ended up punching him dead in his face, and he was crying. And I don't know. I think he was crying a little bit, but it was like, cause I was young. My hits weren't that hard, so I remember like my friends like, oh, why'd you punch him, this and that. But of course, they were mad because we're all like a family, and I really miss them, but they've changed so much. Like, that's another story. But yeah, so I punched him. Then I decided to walk home by myself, because I was like, I was like already heated that whole day. I just punched my friend. I don't remember why, man. I wonder if he still remembers. But yeah, so I end up walking home, and to get in my apartment complex, you have to like have somebody. If you don't have a key, which I never had, you would have to call somebody in the apartment, and they would have to press 9 to unlock the door, because you know, like the little automatic system. So if you like, say if I called up your house number and you press 9, that would open up the door. Really really smart technology, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I had I always used to walk home with my friend Alexandria. She lived like down the hall from me. Like I could see her house from my house. That's how it was. Like that apartment was like everything, and I have a whole lot of stories from that apartment. But yeah, so I used to just call up her house because her uncles will always be home. So I called them and I was all like, yo, can you ring me in, you know? And if he wasn't there, I would just call random numbers. So I'm calling random numbers, you know, trying to. No, I think I called her uncle that day, and then he opened up the door, you know, pressing 9, and I came in, and I'm on the elevator. I lived on like the 3rd floor. I get on the elevator, I'm going upstairs, and then like I'm just like talking in my head what I'm gonna say to my mom, because I'm like, I don't know what I don't know what I'm gonna say to mom. She already knows that, you know, the teacher, Miss Racist, she already called her and was like, oh, you're getting a 0 for today. So like I was like, how am I gonna, you know, talk to my mom about this? You know, I was like so scared and so nervous. So as I'm talking to myself, walking down the hall, I just remember like I just kept like mumbling and repeating to like what I'm gonna say, and Lord behold, I see my stepdad come walking down the hall, and I don't know if he was going out. He just like met me at the elevator. Like, no, not the elevator. I was like turning the corner. I see him. I'm like, oh, you know, I'm like, oh, snap, something's about to go down. And so I'm like, something's about to go down. And then he just walks with me home. I think my mom started yelling at me for, you know, of course, talking during the test. And I was trying to tell her that, you know, it was not my fault. You guys see that little thingy right there? Oh, my bad. It's like been bugging me on my screen. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm sorry. So yeah. So after I get yelled at by my mom, cause you know, I think that's all I got yelled at. But I remember she was like, "Oh, you know what? I had an Oreo McFlurry, you know, from McDonald's." She's like, "Oh, I had an Oreo McFlurry in the freezer, but no, you can't have it because you cut it up in school or something like that." And I was like, "Really? Really?" I missed. I mean, I think eventually I ate it. I don't think it was that day, but I just remember getting in, not really so much trouble, but like getting in trouble for asking somebody if that was a pencil. And that is not the first time I've had a problem with Miss Racist here. Okay, if I can remember her face, ooh, she's going down. She was the short Caucasian woman with like a little coconut haircut, you know, like off of Ned's Classified. If I find her again, this Racist, just know you're seeing these hands. Even though I got a broke, you're seeing these hands. Okay, so this is such like a awkward little story time, but I know I have really interesting story times. This one, it was just like, this was like a story time that like came fresh to my mind. But if I really like sit down and think, I have a whole lot. Like I said, me and my sister, we were reminiscing about all the good times we had living up in Hyattsville. So if I think of some, I might just like make that a video. I won't even announce it. I might just have that as a video. So I hope you guys enjoy this little story time. It was really not really funny, but I just thought how stupid. Like, do you guys agree that I should have got a 0? Like, tell me in the comments below, man, because it wasn't fair. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you beautiful people right back here with another video. And oh yeah, I have a really interesting tennis video for you guys tomorrow. It's going to be really funny. And yeah, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. And I'm at an all time.
That I'm at an all time. Low, 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 low.